It's not a game, it's a rage thing.
All right, you should be able to hear me now. I don't know why I continue to do that. I do that all the time just for confirmation. Somebody let me know if the mic is on. We starting off on the wrong foot this morning, but we're not going to allow that to put a dent in our show.
It's not a game, it's a rage thing.
I get to be here with you all, have a conversation. Good morning, PSN Network, Commanders Network. Good morning. Let me know if y'all can hear me and I can get going. Let me know. To those of you who just watching, I just wanted to say good morning. I just want to make sure the mic works and then we can go ahead and get right into it. I just need one person in the comment section that's watching. Thank you. We good. All right. We waited long enough. I appreciate that. Let's get to this show. All right. So, if you're a Commanders fan, you already understand this. But yesterday, the Washington Commanders traveled to Madrid and fell short against the Miami Dolphins, falling to 3-8 on the season. A lot of us fans, including myself, would like to know, where do the Washington Commanders stand? Let's take a deep dive into the state of the Washington Commanders. Welcome to Everything Commanders with your host, Dream Team Buddha. Hail to the Commanders. What's good, Commanders family? Welcome to another episode of Everything Commanders. I am your host, Dream Team Buddha. Before we get into this video, if you will, do your boy a favor, hit that subscribe button, turn the bell notifications on, allow me to keep you in the know with Everything Commanders. I can only be myself, and I can keep it 100. That's all I can do. And make sure if you're watching this video, you give this video a thumbs up. Now let's get into this episode. Commanders family, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm glad that you all can join me this morning. We're doing this live right now. I got up this morning and I wanted to, go through social media, check on some of the Commanders beat reporters, look at some of the national media, just to see what everybody had to say about the Washington Commanders and that L we took yesterday versus the Miami Dolphins. A lot of mixed opinions. People, they're giving different takes or whatnot, and you really couldn't put your finger on where everybody stood with the Washington Commanders. And before we get into this episode, let me just say this. I respect everybody's opinion and how they feel. Your emotions are valid, okay? And here on this channel, on this platform, I respect everybody's opinion. I don't care if you hate me or you dislike me or you dislike my take, but I respect what everybody has to say. There's no right or no wrong answer. I don't know it all. I'm sure you don't know it all. Maybe you do. I'll leave that to you. But after yesterday's show, it was a lot of mixed emotions going on. So here's my question to you all. With the Commanders sitting at 3-8 on the season, 6 games left, where do you stand? Do you want to fight for your right? Or do you want to tank for a top 5 pick? The possibility to get a Reuben Bain, Arvell Reese, Caleb Downs, any of them dogs at the top of the draft. I seriously want to know, where do you stand? And it's no right, it's no wrong. It's just, let's have a conversation. So right now, if you can, as you watch this, drop it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. And there's no right or wrong answer. So however you feel is however you feel. We can unpack that. So, yesterday, as you all know, we fell to the Dolphins. This was I felt like this is the last game to say, let's all get it together as a team, as a unit, head down to Madrid, get rid of all of the bad play that we've been doing the past few weeks, all of the turmoil, and let's just try to rewrite and change the narrative that's been surrounding the Washington Commanders. And I'm sure they felt the same way as well, because during that game, I saw a sense of urgency. And they really, really wanted to make a change. First, I'll talk about some of the positives. Because there was some positives in the game yesterday. I will say, with Dan Quinn taking over as the defensive coordinator, it spoke volumes. Now, was it a major leap? No, I really can't say that. But what I will say is this: it was a big difference from what we've been seeing throughout early on in the season. My question is, why not make a change earlier on when the season still could have been saved somewhat, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how much, I'm saying, that weight, I'm saying, like it matters. But anyway, I think they played a lot better yesterday. Now, even if you didn't demote Joe Witt Jr., maybe you could have hollered at Joe Witt on the side, like, hey, Joe, I'm going to step in a little more on these plays. I'm going to give a little bit more of my input so that way I can help you succeed. Now, I understand he has a lot going on, and he's the head coach. He got a lot of hats to fill, you know what I'm saying? So he went a big hat. So I get it. But, maybe they could have resolved this issue before it came to him being demoted. But that's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, the defense played well yesterday, if you ask me. I think we looked better than we once did. The coverage was much tighter, and that's what we always ask for. We didn't see too many of those third and shorts or second and shorts or fourth and shorts where the guys are playing 50 yards off the ball. We didn't see a lot of that. The only thing that we saw that continues, it remains the same, is the poor tackling. And that's not on the coaches. That's the players looking themselves in the mirror and saying, you know what? I got to do better. I got to wrap up. So that's a positive from yesterday. The defense played well. I think they gave us one of their better performances yesterday. Not to say that it was elite, but I think they played better yesterday. Also, I'll keep it short. On offense, I think I'm having mixed emotions about this Chris Rodriguez situation. And it's my fault because when we ended the season last year, I came on the show. Well, I wasn't doing it live, but if you look at one of the previously recorded episodes, I talked very, very highly of Chris Rodriguez. And I think I kind of got away from it because I saw a new shiny toy and Bill Krosky-Murray that we drafted. And I'm like, you know what? This guy's much faster. He's much more shiftier. He got the speed. He's dynamic. And I jumped on the Bill train. And I'm not saying I'm jumping off the Bill train, but what I'm saying is my bad for giving up on Chris Rodriguez the way that I did. He had a good game yesterday and the week before. And if we had a much better run game, like we put a much more assertive effort into running the ball creatively, I think that Bill and Chris Rodriguez could flourish in this offense, right? But that's another conversation to get into. But what I'm saying is the positive yesterday, Chris Rodriguez looked damn good. He looked damn good. So now let's talk about a couple negatives. I think the coaching yesterday, the decision making was kind of, it could be questioned. Now, I after I did the episode and I was angry and I spoke to a lot of folks, I understand why they put in Mikey Sainristil on the punt return because Jalen Lane got hurt. So that's understandable. And I understand now why Quinn went for it at the goal line on 4th down instead of kicking that field goal that would have put us up 3 points. Because at that time, I was pissed off of the fact of why not take the points when your defense is playing good. Your offense is steady getting down to the red zone, but really can't put points on the board. And I get it. You 3-7, what you got to lose for real. So you leaving it all on the line and you wanted to go for it because you felt like regardless of what, even if we go for it, we still got 3 timeouts. And it's still 6 minutes left. I was looking at it like it's 3 minutes left. I mean, it's 6 minutes left. We got 3 timeouts, 2-minute warning. Why not kick the field goal and make them play have the pressure on them to kind of get back into the game? I was looking at it totally different. So that's why I say there's no wrong way to look at things. It's just that now I understand where they were coming from. So after all that took place yesterday, after us taking that L, falling to 3-8 on the season, here we are. 3-8, heading into the bye week. All right. We supposedly are going to get back a large amount of our hurt, wounded warriors, should I say. There's a chance that we will get back Jayden Daniels. There's a chance that we will get back Will Harris. There's a chance that we will get back Noah Brown. There's a chance that we would get back Terry McLaurin. There's a chance that we may see Treylon Burks. There's a chance that we may see DeMarcus Walker. Listen, there's a chance that these guys could come back, but there also is a small chance that the Commanders could make something of this season. And I'm not trying to convince you all that there's a chance of doing anything, but I'm just saying technically we aren't eliminated. But it's a very small chance. So which brings me to this point of Because yesterday I thought they were tanking. I was for certain. Nobody could tell me anything. The Washington Commanders are tanking this game. It's no way Dan Quinn could have went forward on the goal line and not kicked the field goal. And then you put Mikey Sainristil out there. He ain't caught a punt in God knows how long. You trying to tank, and then to realize they were just being aggressive, and Mikey just got thrusted into that situation. He was the best available. Boy, was I wrong. And when I'm wrong, I ain't ashamed to get on here and say, you know what? I was wrong, y'all. It is what it is. I was wrong. But I felt like I felt in that moment. But at the same time, I was wrong. Jayden Lane had a hip issue going on, and Sainristil was the best available. I thought maybe Debo, but Debo really ain't a punt returner. He's the kick returner. Okay, so it's like, okay, well, what do you do? They did what they thought was best. The main thing is the kicker that we have has been so ass-tastic that I overlooked Matt Gay. And I think it's because I don't expect anything from him. I don't even understand why they expect anything from him. So I was thinking from a scaredy cat point of view, if you know our kicker trash, why not kick it while we are in the red zone? Because if it comes down to him and we got to win a game, we're going to lose. Sure enough, that's exactly what happened. 56-yarder, missed. We're second in the league when it comes to missing 50 plus yard field goals. We're the second worst. Okay, so let's take a look at our remaining game. Let's just take a look at our next 3 games. Okay, for those of you who feel like we should keep fighting. Okay, for those of you that feel like we should keep fighting, everybody coming back this week. We're going to have a packed roster. We can make some noise, and we can just find out a way. And then some of you may feel like, let's just put something good on tape, and let's end the season on a high note. That's fine, too. Wherever you stand, that's fine. I respect it. We 3-8. The next game we play after this bye week against the Denver Broncos, one of the top 5 defenses in the NFL. Okay, we play the Broncos, we play the Vikings, and then we play the Giants. Now, I know some of you like, well, the Giants game, maybe we could beat the Giants. They lost yesterday by an interception that was thrown from Jameis Winston when they was trying to tie the game. To end the game. They was trying to tie it. They was trying to go to overtime. The Giants seemed to look like to be the better team. And who's to say if Jackson Dart will be there? It's a chance, you all, that we may go 3-14 on the season. Are you ready for that? But even though you know that, like I said in the beginning of this episode, are you willing to fight or are you in tank mode? I really want to know, because right now the Washington Commanders currently sit 7th overall in the draft, which means we're getting closer to that top 5 pick, and it's 9 times out of 10 is going to come if we don't win any games, which does not look like it's going to happen, but it's a chance that it could. We get all the guys back and a whole lot of hypotheticals. So where do you stand? Are you fighting or are you tanking? Here is where I stand. It's bittersweet for me because I don't like to see the Commanders lose at all. I don't like to see them lose at all. Unless we got our eyes set on a franchise quarterback. Like when we was trying to get up top 2 for Jayden Daniels or Caleb Williams or Drake May, I was like, man, I hope that they you know what? Keep Sam Howell out there. Keep him out there. Because we need that top pick. It was a disaster. I was sick of Ron. I was to that point. Right now, where I stand, I'm leaning more to the side of tank for the top 5 pick. Yesterday, I was leaning more to the side of keep fighting. It's a chance. We can make it in there at 10-7 and still make something of ourselves. But then when I saw what happened yesterday, we just aren't good enough. We just aren't good enough. Or we aren't playing like we're good enough. The defense looked better yesterday, but the offense took a step back. In those moments where they mattered the most, where the team had to stand up and actually make a play, it's just we can't get right. We can't get right for whatever reason, whether it's Zach Ertz jumping off sides, whether it's Marcus Mariota, who played a good god-daggone game, throws a pick to his third read, and the dude, did y'all see what they said about the pick? The man called out the pick before the pick even came. When they was on the sideline and we was getting the ball, he said, you know what? Y'all stop the defense on the run game. Y'all stop the run game. I'm going to pick this ball up. I'm jumping this ball. And sure enough, they took away his first and second read. Mariota, he turned, took that that throw, and Slim picked it off. And it's like, I can't be mad at Mariota, although I am kind of a little upset with Mariota. But he's the backup. He's the backup. I wish we had this defense when Jayden Daniels was healthy against the Cowboys or against the Bears. It's like we can't get our best out there at the same time for whatever reason. So for me, I'm leaning more to the side of tanking, but still looking good. I wish there's a way that we could play our asses off to end the season and we just keep losing games, because I want to get into that top 5, and not for per se the Reuben Baines or the Caleb Downs or the Arvell Reeses. I want to get into that top 5 because I want more picks. Now, I don't know if they're going to do that. And like I said, there's no wrong way to be a fan GM. But I would like for us to get in it. Now, if Reuben Baines seems to be that generational player that we need, or one of the other 2 guys I named, or another prospect, then I understand if you got to take them. But we need some picks some way, somehow. Who's to say they won't find another way to get some picks? And who's to say we won't sign some big name free agent in the offseason? Because for one, I know for a fact we need a game-changing tight end. And somebody put a little birdie in my ear, and said that Kyle Pitts might be a free agent. And if Kyle Pitts is a free agent, him with Jayden Daniels will be wonderful. But we'll get there. We'll talk about that once we get there. But let's get back to, before I get off subject, where are you? Where would you like to go with the Commanders? Would you like to fight, or would you like to tank? Or are you in between? Are you undecided? If I can have my way, I like to see both of them. I want you to fight, but I still want that top 5 pick. So I want you to look good. I want you to look good. I want you to fight. I want you to show that you all care. I want you guys to stay healthy. I do. Especially if you're going to put Jayden Daniels out there. If you're going to put Jayden Daniels out there, you better not take out them daggone starters. Because if you ain't got him out there, don't put him out there. I wish you could bubble wrap, Jay. I wish you could just get the season over with and let's start over next year, but it don't work like that. So in reality, we got 6 games left to play. The Denver Broncos, the Denver Broncos, the Minnesota Vikings, the Giants, the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Eagles. Yeah. So that's all for me. I'm going to get to these comments. I wanted to know where you all stood. And I'm hoping that you all were being honest, and really, this is a safe space, okay? Nobody's going to screenshot what you say and say, you know what? Look at this crazy person. I told you he was crazy. Look at her. She said, Tank, she a fool. Look at her. Now we made the player. No. This is a safe space. Where we are right now, are you tanking or are you fighting? Let's get to the comment section. All right. Let me get in here. Look like y'all was commenting. I just wanted to get that out the way. I'm sorry about that. Man, let's get in here. What's going on? All to another world. What's going on, Brody? Yak, what's going on, Brody? Good morning, everyone. Cool Beans, what's going on? He said, yo, Kinlaw ain't been doing nothing. Hey, listen, I agree with you. Yesterday, he looked a lot better, though. But he been missing. He been on vacation. I don't know where he been at, so I can't listen. When I'm wrong, bro, I will tell you I'm wrong. And if I feel like I got a valid point, a valid argument, I'll argue with you. I'll give you the floor. Yak, what's going on? He said, let them young dogs get some work. I'm still waiting for Senate to pop off. My guy, you may forever be waiting on Senate. Senate can't even stay healthy to get on the field. You go all the way down Madrid, you get hurt in practice, and you can't even get out there on the field because we definitely need a tight end that can stretch the field. And Senate got the speed to do so, but I don't know if he will ever mount up to be that tight end that we could say we got us one. So we shall see. Cool Bean say I saw the same old. Off to the Never World said to keep from crying. You must be talking about the defense. You said a change how with who? These are scrubs. Adams Peters pick. No difference, man. I saw a little difference on the defense, bro. Like I said, I could be wrong. My eyes might be lying to me. You know, we all got our own opinions, but I respect yours. Yeah, we played good enough. We should have won that game. That's how I feel, bro. Still lost. Yep, for sure. Lonnie, what's going on, Lonnie? Lonnie Thomas writes, if we had wide receivers, that defense had to respect on the outside. It would help out the running game big time. No more 7 and 8, man. No more 7 and 8 man fronts. Yeah, that's the fact. I think that would help the offense. Yeah, we already know, but we were just talking about from the state of where we are right now. Of course, we had wide receivers that can create separation and get open quickly. It will open up the run game. That's why I love, even though we having a little hardship when it comes to the run game, I still like Chris Rodriguez and I still like Bill Krosky-Merritt. My concern ain't looking for a running back in this current juncture. I get it for sure. Yak say Akane and Waddle would have lit up Joe Witt led defense. I feel the same too. Did you see how Mikey saying? When the last time y'all seen two guys around a deep ball at the same time this season? Sunday we saw it because Mikey should have caught that ball, but he got butterfingers. But when have y'all seen a guy over the top and a guy checking the other guy with tight coverage? It seemed like it don't happen with the command. It seemed like it just be one-on-one coverage and it was leaving Marshawn Lattimore on the island type situation. Cool Beans right. Mikey, Adam Peters trash. I guess so. Mikey trash, period. I guess so. Should have kept Dustin Hopkins. I don't know what they doing about that. Also, Johns definitely played the Packers better than the Commanders. Yes, I think so too. That's why I said, what's good, nephew? What it do? I wouldn't mind getting Ruben Bain, but dag, I'm not ready to go back to 3-14. Nah, that's a fact, Brody. That's a fact. Ruben Bain looked like he gonna be serious. The defense didn't look all that much better. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious, bro. See, don't get it twisted what I'm saying. I'm not saying that the defense is elite. Hear me, bro. Don't listen logically, don't listen with emotions. What I'm saying is, so are we saying that the defense didn't look as the best it's been all season long? Are we saying that? We held the Dolphins to 13 points by the end of regulation. Who else we held that low other than the Giants? Week 1 when they had Russell Wilson. You know how we was getting 21 plus points put on our head for the last month. Like that didn't happen today, bro. But I get what you're saying though. DC Hustler Sir Draper writes, major holes to fill. Tank, baby, tank. Hey, listen. Hey, look, I'm with you, brother. Cool Beans, right? The problem is with talent personnel acquisition, aka AP. Yep, he got it. And listen, everybody gonna have their eyes on AP this all season. So we're gonna see what he's talking about. Gator say, what's going on, Gator? Shout out to my guy Gator. He's a Chicago Bears fan. He said, but as a Bears fan, sitting at number 1 in the NFC North, I feel great today. Hey, listen, I'm glad you feel great. I hope we can feel great as well. Shout out to my brother Bruce. What's going on, Brucey? He said, Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love is nice too, bro. I think he's nice too. Hey, Yak, you don't like Pitts? You don't think Pitts could do better with a better, a quarterback like Jayden Daniels? And Michael Penix out for the season. He done for the rest of the season. So Kirk Cousins is back at the helm. That's why they didn't trade Kirk Cousins. Had they traded Kirk Cousins, it would have been a shit show over there. So, but they might be done anyway. But anyway, he say Pitts trash. I'm just saying, bro, the likes of a Pitts. PSN Commanders Network say keep it entertaining, but lose, bro. That's what I'm saying. Yep, and stay healthy for sure. My sister say tanking, unfortunately. Hey, listen, sis, I ain't mad at you, man. The elect at DEO experience, I would say fight, but this team has no heart. None at all. What's going on, X? Cool Beans. All the questions you asking are the responsibility of Adam Peters. It may be, bro. And listen, I don't want you to think that I'm trying to cover for AP because I'm questioning his motive right now too, his moves. I told you all like 2 episodes ago, hey, now I'm questioning AP. What are we doing here? What's up? I still stand behind him. This offseason will speak volumes to me, how we move this offseason. But I understand why he gambled the way he gambled. Nobody expected for all these injuries to take place and all the people that he brought in to go on IR. So we have to see. Now, the Senate situation, I don't know what that's going to look like. So I'm starting not to like Ben Senate. Also, Never World Right. Look good while losing. I'm with you, bro. For sure. He said, how you been? I haven't seen you in 2 to 3 years. I'm great, nephew. He said, Pitts is horrible. Couldn't even do good with check down Kirk. Hey, man. Listen, that's a whole nother situation. I don't know how Pitts will look in this offense, but I'm saying if he's available or the guys of the likes of a Pitts with that speed, I think that we could do something. Now, he's not your typical Dan Quinn type of tight end. Like, you got to be able to block. You got to be a good blocking tight end. If you pay attention to all our tight ends, whether it's Carson Yankov, Ben Sinnott, or John Bates, they know how to block. Now, Zach Ertz is shaky on the blocking, but he's old. He's past his time. He's done after the season. 9 times out of 10, he's going into retirement. But we just need somebody with some speed, man. That's all, man. We're going to see what's going down. Also, Never World writes, AP got 2 years in this expansion team. We lost 28 players when he first got here, and we still ain't gained 28 players back. For real. We still in the same boat. This is the NFL level of your backups aren't good enough. You need a new GM. Yes, I think that our depth on our roster is ass cheeks, and I think that we could have been a lot better. But for whatever reason, the guys that we got, I guess they ain't good. So that's on AP, and I guess AP got to get it all together because, at this point, the season is done for me. So I ain't gonna keep y'all too long, but I'm gonna put the same question there before I get out of here. In the current state of the Washington Commanders, sitting at 3-8 on the season, 6 games left. Your last 6 games: Denver Broncos, Minnesota Vikings, New York Giants, Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Cowboys, and Philadelphia Eagles. And also currently sitting at 7th overall in the draft. 9 times out of 10 will be a top 3 to 5 pick, maybe first overall. Where do you stand? Are you willing to fight, or are you willing to tank? If you was the GM of the Washington Commanders, what are you doing? Drop it down in the comments. That's going to do it for you, boy. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate you. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you turn the bell notifications on. Allow me to keep you in the know with everything Commanders. Before I go, as always, left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Long live my brother Rico. Rest in peace, Spot. I'm going to catch you.